Hi, and welcome to my presentation. I'm Jessica Patal, 8th grade. This is Kayla Hunter, 8th grade, Sabrina Smith, 7th grade, and Emma Rowland, 7th grade. We would like to thank you for coming.
Thank you for taking the time to come to our presentation. Our slogan is that there's too much at stake to stay at home.
Our presentation is about getting the vote out.
There are many reasons why people don't vote. A lot of people say they don't have time, or they didn't know when to do it, and that they didn't have a place to do it. Like the line was too long, and that so they had to go to find another place, but they couldn't find it. And we think that people should educate themselves before they go out to vote.
Lots of people give excuses, like they forgot or they don't know how. And everybody needs to vote, and they don't even make excuses about it.
The question is, should they vote? Most people believe yes, because, I mean, it's a right they need to exercise. But others say they shouldn't because they have no idea what's going on. So, I mean, if they did vote and they didn't know what was going on, they just put the wrong person in office, and that wouldn't help us.
Our idea is to get the vote out. And we don't want people to stay at home and don't vote. If people don't vote, I mean, what happens when the wrong person gets put in office? They have no right to complain because they do not vote. And if they didn't know much about politics, they can go educate themselves. And everybody's exercised the right to vote. It's not only our say in the election, but it's our right.
How would you get the vote out, though? I mean, there is encouragement, but when you do encourage, I would suggest that. But if you press too hard, it would make the person become hostile, and they wouldn't want to vote. I mean, putting up posters and that wouldn't be telling you who to vote for, or what party you should vote for in like libraries and grocery stores that people visit most common. Would be good.
On this slide, we have a lot of pictures. Like the first one that says "Don't vote, don't complain." It states that if you don't vote, you don't have the right to complain because you never put your say in it. And the second one is "Register to vote," because you aren't going to get to vote unless you register. So that's the first step. And the third one is if you don't vote, you lose the right to complain. Same as the first. And your vote is your voice. If you want to be heard, you're going to have to put your vote out there so you can have a say in it. And your vote always counts, because without your vote, you wouldn't be as close to getting the right person in office. And no vote, no future. If you don't vote, you're not going to have a say in the future. So you need to get your vote out there in the first place. So the last one is vote, because that's what starts it all. Thank you for coming to our presentation.
I'm kind of stuck on when you comment about if the line's too long, you can go somewhere else to vote. I don't think that's an option. Well, it was in the storm up north this year. As far as I know, it's the first time we've had it. Can you go other places to vote?
You're supposed to go to your
spot, yeah. So the line that you see, this the information is the line that you're stuck with. But I was very interested in your point about pushing too hard to get people to vote. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? You were talking about people having a negative reaction to pushing too hard.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you repeat that, please?
I certainly can. You mentioned something that caught my interest about pushing people too hard, because we could make it mandatory. We could make a law. Everybody has to vote. Personally, I don't think we want everybody to vote. That's why we don't have the law. When you said something kind of like that, you don't want to push people to vote, because it might. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, if they do not want to vote and you try to push them into voting, but they don't seem to take that positively, then that wouldn't help you. And then, I mean, if they did decide to vote, when you decided to encourage them and push them to do it, they may not be educated on the problems that are affecting us that the
And
president's
for the
on,
wrong reason.
which would cause bad electoral vote.
Right.
Thank you.